Hi everyone, welcome back to the tasting room. We will be tasting today Lot 947. Now, as you can see, this is our black label, which means that this is one of our top wines coming out during our fall countdown. I'm super excited to share the limelight here with Kristin, who has been with CHW for over how many years?
A long time.
A long time. Makes everything happen. And Chris Lafleur, who's part of our tasting panel and our residential somm of everything.
Oh, shucks.
So I know that you have tasted this wine.
Yes.
And you have tasted this wine.
No, this will be my first time.
Oh, it's your first time.
This will be my first
Awesome. I have not tasted this wine. So let it rip.
Awesome. I mean, I'm excited for you, and I'm excited for me again. I was like dancing looking at this bottle, like just getting ready.
So the stats on this wine: 2018 Russian River Pinot.
A true cool climate.
And already aged for you, so no need to cellar this one. This one's already ready to go.
So, Kristin, how do we get our hands on this?
We're not at liberty to say all the time, but I will say that we were lucky enough. This was from a program that got discontinued, so it was something that was back in someone's warehouse in their cellar, and that we were able to grab at an unbelievable price, comparison-wise. So you're getting an amazing deal on this Pinot from a Russian River.
So, would you say this is like from a $100 program?
Yeah, I think we're getting pretty close to 100, especially considering the fact that it's been aged already. So usually with Pinots, it's like 18 months, sometimes 2 years that they release. This one, we've already got 5 years in the bottle before you're getting your hands on it.
Wow. Wow.
You can see that age.
You can see the age in it also, yeah.
When you have wine that comes like fresh out of the bottle or out of the barrel into the bottle and then into your glass, if it's really young, it comes out like very purple at its core and usually a little bit pink around the edges. And this looks more like solidly ruby at its center, starting to lean a little garnet around the rim. So we know that there's been some time for development in bottle. It probably means there's gonna be more tertiary aromas, not just primary fruit and secondary oak. So it's exciting, and having tasted it, I know that to be true. I'm dancing again, I can't stop. It's exciting.
It's had time to develop in the bottle. So
all right, cheers. Before and you're welcome to like swallow, but I gotta smell it first.
I will restrain myself this time.
Yes.
So this has like what is classic to me about Pinot Noir. When we're talking about fruit character and we talk about like those berries like raspberry, cherry, cranberry, that crunchy fruit, a little bit of blackberry, and then also that forest floor element. Which I don't know how often you guys go hiking. Is it a lot?
I gotta say, like the forest floor thing does not generally work for me. That's just me. But I will tell you, I smell that berry, the dried compote. Like I just like it has this like strong marmalade aromatic. It's just delicious.
Well, and I always think of that. I mean, you might say forest floor, but for me, I almost usually say the violet scent that comes out with Pinot as well, like that back end. It smells not quite herbaceous, but it's also, not a floral smell. And so you've got that. What is that component? And I always usually identify that one as the violet.
I like violets because to me it leads me to think of something that's like silky and smooth. And on the nose, like at the same time, this has got a remarkable structure, which we'll talk about. When I smell it, I always associate this aromatic of like violets, like you say, with like a silky texture, which is a weird synesthetic comparison because you can't smell a texture, but that's how it feels to me.
But you imagine it. You imagine it in a smell. All right, let's go. I'm so excited. Okay.
You'll notice that we have no tasting buckets for spinning here.
It's too good to put down.
Yeah, we've elected not to do so.
Wow.
Definitely berry content at the beginning. Like you have that immediate berry push as you take it, but I'll say it's very complex. As you go to swallow it, you've got all those different layers that come in the back end.
My tongue is tingling.
Yes.
Like it literally is tingling. It is
not from tartness.
No.
But like from the different layers of
of everything going on that is going on in there. This is amazing.
Yeah, and like the top 10 producers of Pinot Noir out of California, this could rank. This would be something that you could put in for a tasting and see how it comes out, and it would come out pretty high, I think.
This is one of those Cameron Hughes gems.
Yeah.
This is what you look for in Cameron Hughes wine, that we can find these, you know, under the radar type of deals where we get you something that's just unbelievable.
Like
a 5-year aged Pinot from an incredible area in California.
Can I ask you guys a question? If you notice this, and this is to me something that I find like a sign of quality with wine. So whenever I smell a wine like this, because it smells pretty ripe, like you said marmalade, and I'm like, that's not far off, that's on. But then when you taste it on the palate, it doesn't feel like jam. It feels like more restrained. And
It's
you start to
very
build
light.
that tension.
For sure, yeah.
You want like a good tension between the ripeness level and the structure, because that I think indicates complexity and quality. And if something smells really jammy and it tastes jammy, that's fine. But if it smells really jammy and tastes like ripe, and you get that tartness that's associated with that perfect fruit, I'm done.
It was tingle, like it was like it really smells beautiful. Like the aromatics are gorgeous, but I mean,
The mouthfeel itself.
it makes your mouth alive. Like it is. I mean, and honestly, you can taste the age in a perfect way.
Yeah.
Like you can taste the maturity of it. Is the only way I can explain it.
I think that's a really good way to
And
describe
with
it.
Pinot, you want that maturity.
You want some development.
You want some development. This is just wow.
Well, it's one of those wines that Pinot is, I always feel like, is one of those wines that does really well. The longer you age it, the complexities come out. Where
Depending on how it's made.
Depending on how it's made.
Depending on how it's made, but I agree. This is a gem. So, Kristin, how many cases of this wine do we have, and can I have like all of them?
Right, we've got 1,000 cases of this for this fall. So it's gonna be definitely one of those that are gonna fly off the shelves, especially for this kind of season. I have to say, Pinots in the fall make a ton of sense. The different kind of foods that we eat as we're heading into fall, there's just so much that pairs really well with Pinot Noir.
So this is a $100 wine. That is a quarter of the price.
Absolutely. So this is gonna be one of those deals that that makes Cameron Hughes one of your go-to places to find incredible wines.
This is truly what we do best. And I am stunned by the beauty of this wine. And I love Burgundian wines, I do, I really do. But where you have the mix of Burgundy with the smack of California, it's like heaven. And this wine is heaven. It truly is.
Yeah,
This
a
is a heavenly
perfectly
wine.
balanced wine.
Enjoy, get it before it's gone.
Cheers.
Get it.